Welcome. This is the Cozy Crib. You're here with Ken and Dias.
And I'm Joshua Harrington. It's an absolute fucking pleasure to be here with you guys today. I know this is something Ken and I are both super stoked about, something we have a lot of passion about. We've invested a lot of time and resources into this, and we think you're really going to love what we have to talk about. And I think it's nice because, you know, Kendon, what did you do when you got out of high school? So we're fresh out of high school almost. You know, we were just there 2 years ago. Yeah. I'm starting my second year of college. And what have you been up to?
I went straight to work. Blue collar work. That's what I went straight into.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like because of that, because we both took these very different paths in life after high school, I feel like we can relate to a whole host of different walks of life. And I feel like we'll be able to relate to a lot of experiences of a wider range of people. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, me and Kendon, we went to the same high school. And this really, you know, we were always cool, but we were never like the closest of friends, right? But this is something we've kind of been united almost by this ideal, and we've been able to keep in touch after high school despite the different paths we've taken, which has been really cool. You know, we've had this idea that we both, even from a really young age, kind of saw a lot of issues with the world, and we saw a lot of things that we didn't like. So we figured we wanted to give ourselves a platform to be able to talk about that. These past few years, we've taken the time to really educate ourselves on these matters and to really be able to put into words, you know, the frustration we have when we look around at what's around us. Money is not power. Power itself even pales in comparison to the power you have over your life when you have information, right? So what we're going to be talking to you about basically is these are the conversations we had in the lunchroom. You know, this is what we talked about sitting around the fire, dude, going on runs, doing whatever.
PS4 parties.
Oh, and the PS4
nights.
Chat rooms, bro. We're going to tone it down a little bit from that. But
yeah.
That was foul. But yeah, these are the conversations we had amongst ourselves, and we looked around afterwards and said, you know, we really think people might benefit from hearing that. You know what I mean? And I know personally, I'm doing this, you know, as it's a really good sense of fulfillment, right? To be able to have these ideas and to be able to share them and potentially help others, you know what I mean? And so something I really want to know, Kendon, is why are you here today? Why are you here with me right now? Why'd you put in all this time and invest all these resources to make this happen, to be sitting here with me tonight?
That's a great question, Josh. You know, as someone in my community, I just look around. Daily, you could say weekly, you just see a lot of people blinded and a lot of people in the wrong path. Not drug-wise, not all this party. I'm talking about they think that their life is just 9 to 5 work, feed your kids, get some sleep, repeat, maybe get a vacation on the 1 month out of 12. Mm-hmm. You know, and life's not about that. It gets deeper. And the people in charge, that I like not to say, but the people in charge just has a grasp on you. You know, this is a rat race that you're living in.
Something I really think is important too that ties into that is, right, like I look around at a generation of people, right, you know, people, young adults, right, and I see a lot of people that are kind of like looking for people how to tell them how to live their lives. People, that's why all these influencers are so popping right now, right? But what I see when I look at these influencers is I see a bunch of nothing against middle-aged people, but you have a bunch of middle-aged people from a different generation that are a little bit out of touch, right? That feel like they need to take that position to kind of tell people how to live their lives, and people are eating that shit up, right? That's not what we're here to do. We're not here to tell you how to live your fucking life, right? So and you shouldn't be looking for someone to tell you how to live your life, right? We're not influencers. We don't want to influence you. We want to give you the tools, which is the information, to be able to come to an informed decision yourself. We want to get started the conversations that need to be had, right? We don't think that people should really be. We think that there's much bigger fish to fry than what basketball game's going on right now, than Jason Tatum's stat sheet, right? No disrespect, right? We think that there's more important things than the single that Lil Uzi just dropped, right? Like what album just dropped, or like who did this, who's fucking who, right? Like that's not, I feel like there's a lot more important things to be talking about. So we're not trying to tell you what to believe. We're trying to develop our worldviews alongside of our audience, right? We're trying to develop our worldviews alongside with you because we're one of you, right? You think we know what the fuck we're doing?
Yeah.
Absolutely the fuck not. We're going to make sure that, we have substantiated opinions and things like that. And really, in the comment section, dude, we encourage you to disagree with us, right? Like, please disagree with us, right? I learned nothing from someone that I fucking agree on everything with, right? So please disagree with us so that, we can prove you wrong, but so that we can also have an open dialogue. But, something when I really started to see the world in a different way, college really, really fucking opened my eyes, because you're kind of lost in the sauce in high school, which is to be expected. You know what I mean? First semester of college, and the thing about college is everybody's always going to look at you, all your parents, everyone you look up to, and they're going to tell you, yo, this is going to be the best time of your life, so you better fucking make the most of it, right? And you get there, and yeah, I'm getting blacked out 3 to 4 nights a week minimum, you know what I mean? I'm smoking three times a day, smoke sessions, with my boys and shit, and just missing class, just not taking it seriously. And everybody's going to the club, everybody's cheating on each other, everybody's fucking abusing each other, dude, you know what I mean? Everybody's so divided. But at the time, we thought that that's how we were supposed to have fun, you know what I mean? But I had a real wake-up call second semester, and, I'm laying in my bed, and my mentor, Rob, he gives me a phone call, and he starts talking to me. He's like, you need to stop, like, with the smoking and the drinking, dude, you know what I mean? He's like, that shit clouds your perception. You got to stop with the girls, bro. You got to stop with the partying. You got to get your shit together. And he's like, I love you like a little brother, homie. And he's like, and if I see you going down a bad path, if I see you downward spiraling, I'm going to slap the living shit out of you. And I'm like, absolutely, I appreciate you, brother. And it was after that conversation, it came at a time when I really needed it. And I really have not seen the world the same way since. You know what I mean? It was like a wake up call. You know what I mean? I really look up to that guy. So, and second semester, I kind of took a look around at all the people I was surrounding myself with, and I kind of took a look around at the things that everyone was doing, and I very quickly realized that what I thought before was fun was not fun at all. Like, it's not fun to get blacked out like almost every night. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun to get so high that, like, you can't even, like, remember. Like, you look back on it.
Your conscience is not there.
No, and you look back on, like, the last year, and it's like, I can't even fucking, like, I don't even remember, like, first semester.
Really?
Like, and it's, like, fun. I guess you can say, like, it's funny, but it's like, dude, I can't remember, like, almost, like a full semester of school.
Wow.
Like, that's fucked, right? And so I realized it wasn't fun I was seeing. I realized I was seeing a lot of escaping. I realized I was seeing a lot of dependency and a lot of people compensating for, insecurities and shit like that, and self-loathing, and people just not being happy with their lives, people crumbling under the weight of just the human existence, you know what I'm saying? And so I really think it's time that we brought this to people's attentions. Like, this isn't fun anymore, you guys, right? The second you leave college, it's not fun to be an alcoholic, right? Second you leave college, it's not fun to be snorting IDs, bro, and like popping mollies and shit like that and doing coke. Like, that's not fun. The second you get out of college, it's a fucking problem, right? And it's like you go around hooking up left and right, bro. You leave college, you don't even have the fucking social skills to have a long-term relationship with someone, bro. So it's like I'm looking around and I'm like, dude, like, I see a lot of people that I really care about crying out for help, brother. And it's like...
But not to even just...
No, please.
Crying out. Not even just asking.
No.
It's just actions half the time.
It's just their behaviors, bro. It's just like when you see people that you thought were solid, and it's like, it's something I've realized is it's like, it doesn't matter who it is, the more you learn about someone, the worse it gets. The closer you get to someone, the more you see how fucked up they are. You know what I'm saying? And that really applies to everybody, dude. And it's like, I feel like we can be better. I feel like we can do better. Yeah. The biggest issue I have with college is I look around and I see so much wasted fucking potential. You know what I mean? We're the next, like, we're that generation, right? We're the next generation, bro. Like, I'm sick and tired of letting, like, these old motherfuckers, respectfully, like, please watch our podcast if you're old, right? We're not trying to shit on you here, right? But I'm tired of letting these baby boomers and these millennials fucking run our country for us and decide our futures for us. But it's because we have no vested interest in it until it's too late, right? Like, let's have a vested interest in these things. Let's have a fucking vested interest. Let's have a fucking conversation, bro, about something that matters. What do you want, right? When people listen to this and they listen to you speak, what do you want them to take away? Like, what do you want someone to be sitting with after they listen to our podcast?
Whole. More love.
Yeah.
Want to unite more with the community.
Yeah.
You know, want to make a change. You know, that's why we did this podcast. It wasn't just to hear our voices and watch videos of us.
Well, that's part of
camera.
it. We're egotistical motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think this is going to be a really great podcast. I think if you want to, if not, okay, whatever. But I think you should tune in, and it's not going to hurt.
No.
Even if you listen to it on the car ride, working out, instead of playing music, just tune in. It's just a nice 45-minute video. That's it.
I would describe this podcast as a brutally honest self-appraisal of, the world, society, human civilization, each other, and ourselves, right? Just cut around the bullshit, stop being fake, stop putting on a facade when we go out and just start being ourselves. You know what I'm saying? If I were to have someone take one thing from this podcast, it's that nothing is as it seems. And it's that there's so much more to life than what we're told in things like school, right? That to stop putting so much faith in the establishment, to become self-reliant and to start putting faith in yourself, right? So, and yeah, like Kenan said, like, we like to say we have a lot of knowledge, but obviously, like we like I said, we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah,
right?
the more you know.
But as you can tell, we
know nothing.
Yeah. As you can tell, we read books. We're super smart. You know what I mean?
We're
But, we're absolutely
trying to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So we just hope that people can absolutely benefit from this. And like Kenan, I like what you said about bringing more love into the world. I know how corny it sounds, like it's straight out of a children's book, but it's fucking true. Yeah, absolutely. Now, like you look around at society, you see how divided everyone is, right? You see, we've been pitted against one another on the basis of things like race, gender, religion, sexuality, ideology, right? We've lost the ability to empathize with one another, to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, and to have that element of duality where we can play devil's advocate to someone and put ourselves in their shoes. There's a quote that I really like, and it's, "There but for the grace of God goes I." Right? And I think if we maybe applied that more in our life, and I think we're going to have people on that we fucking absolutely disagree with on a lot of fundamental principles.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's the point. You shouldn't be afraid, and you shouldn't hate people that disagree with you. Right? You shouldn't hate people that say things that aren't in line with your belief, but things like social media and things like politics, they really encourage that sort of idea, right? But you should relish the opportunity to have a debate with someone about something, to have a dialogue, right? It's how the fuck you gonna learn something if you only talk to people who agree with you on everything. You'll only stop growing as a person the second you think you know everything, right? Which, let me tell you, I've met a lot of motherfuckers, and a lot of these motherfuckers think they know it all. You know what I'm saying? They think they have it figured out, bro. But let me tell you something. Not your parents, not your teachers, not your politicians, not the CEOs in business, bro. Not the tech geniuses in Silicon Valley, not Bill Gates, bro. Not Elon Musk. Not one of these motherfuckers has it figured out. Not the person you idolize the most in this world has no idea what the fuck they're doing. Right? So put down these influencers, you know what I mean? Stop letting people how to tell you how to live your life. Dude, take a step in front of that fucking mirror and have a brutally honest self-appraisal, right? And then you decide what you want to do with your fucking life. Because guess what? It's your fucking life.
Is there anything else you would like to say before we close this up?
Just give it a shot. And
just fucking watch it.
Yeah, honestly, stop being a bitch. Just fucking watch it, dude.
You're
gonna fucking love it, right? So, one thing I would say is, if you would rather swallow, an easy lie, a comforting lie, than a harsh truth. Like, I think a real big misconception about like learning the truth or trying to figure out what's going on. People think that that's like some sort of a pleasant journey. They think it's like a stroll in the fucking woods, dude. No, absolutely not. It's hell. Right? Because the truth is not a pretty thing. That's why we like to ignore it. That's why we like to escape from it. Right?
So we should tell our viewers that if you're gonna be not triggered, but
trigger warning.
If you want to sleep at night,
cancel us.
If you want to sleep at night, click off.
Yeah.
But if you want to learn what the world has to offer, I think you should tune in.
If you want to take the red pill, fucking
take the fucking red pill, baby.
Fucking
watch the Cozy Crib.
Watch the Cozy Crib. We'll see how far this rabbit hole goes, and we'll see you in Wonderland.
Cozy Crew.
Signing out.